Привет, с вами Надежда, и сегодня мы продолжаем проходить игру под названием Genshin Impact. В принципе, с того момента, как я записывала итоги года по играм, изменилось не так много. Немного увеличилась карта, потому что мне делать было нечего иногда, в моменты моей жизни. И я просто изучала все, что можно изучить здесь. Ну, пыталась. И теперь вместо Эмбер у меня в отряде Мона. Я решила играть ей. Давайте пройдемся немного по сюжету. Я решила начать играть сейчас почему-то. Сегодня 19 ноября 2022. И мне захотелось поиграть, продвинуться по сюжету, потому что как-то скучновато стало. Ничего не меняется. Хочется чего-то нового.
Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago. Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god. Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
Oh, it's because gods...
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
О, мой любимый глаз.
The wind! I can't
Удалите
open
врагов.
my eyes!
А, ну ладно.
What does a
ну,
creature like that do
это не так
here in
сложно.
such a calm place? You think it was going after that green
Куда
guy?
ты улетел?
His relationship with the
Ну,
wind
куда ты
seems even
делся?
deeper than yours. As a good knight should.
Ой-ой-ой. Ну зачем? Ну ладно, ничего страшного. Здесь просто не очень удобно. Потому что когда проходишь поручение, там такая ровная поверхность. Поэтому там легко. Куда?
Shadows of fate. Let me scry.
Поворачивай. Куда ты делся?
To ashes!
Очень неудобно. Здесь очень неудобно. Я его не вижу. Давай, что я стала?
Seems the dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon? Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds. Nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation.
Degradation?
The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years. That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage. They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. They despise mankind. I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving my body. Feels much better.
So, how exactly did you get poisoned?
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but was interrupted. As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you. So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Mondstadt Cathedral? To do what exactly?
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
А прям за ним следовать надо? А, ну правильно, я перемещусь, все. Где он? Ну, то еще следовать за ним. Это очень долго. Я, конечно, люблю путешествовать. Здесь красиво. Я, в принципе, люблю открытые миры. Это интересно. Но я здесь уже находилась. Мне этого хватит. Я, конечно, не на 100% все исследовала, но я уже не могу ходить по одной и той же местности. Поэтому я чаще всего просто перемещаюсь.
So this holy lyre de Himmel is...
One of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play. With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
Я тебе, конечно, верю. Разве могут быть сомнения? Здесь только это.
So how can we get the holy lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want.
А нас сейчас застукают, наверное. Или еще что-нибудь. Или там Лиры не окажется. Потому что я как-то не погружалась в основной сюжет, пока листала ТикТок. Старалась не обращать на все это внимание.
Let me handle this. Hello there, sister.
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the God of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
Категорично.
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the God of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Тебе не кажется,
Then-
давай.
I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the God of Animo, Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the God you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Wait! didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of
Когда я
Favonius,
успела ей стать?
maybe you can give it a shot.
Когда я успела стать звездой города Фавониус? Я правильно произношу? Очень сложное название.
Barbados bless you.
Сначала
It's
здравствуйте.
you! The newcomer of the Knights of Favonius, aren't you? So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master? Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a
Да, это очень
suspicious bard
подозрительно.
came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something. There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and community representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius?
Поймон их съела! Это так круто! Ну
A
нет,
signed
давайте нормально,
document is
пожалуйста.
required. Without
Я
it,
все
there's not much
понимаю,
I
все
can
можно
do.
свалить на Поймон, но
Now,
нет.
if you'll
Не в
excuse
этот
me,
раз.
I really am quite busy as of
Надо вот
late.
так, а то не видно. Задание выполнено. Оно не выполнено, мы не можем забрать лиру.
It didn't work.
Ну,
I knew
это
it.
странно, потому что сначала
You
ты, потом
knew it?
я. И к
I
тому
just
же
wanted to
я
know how
оно
influential the
новобранец.
hotshot of the
И
Knights of
бы точно
Favonius
никто
is.
ничего не доверил.
You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we
Это
are.
так странно.
Does the story not make for a fitting
У меня
ballet?
есть Кея, давай
So
я
what
просто
are you
это
trying to
жук.
say? That
И
we're
всё.
not good enough?
No, that's
Почему
not
так
it.
нельзя?
More of a commentary
Так
regarding
неинтересно.
Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it. Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you,
какой
sidetracked from the
приятный смех.
start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. You have made contributions to
Да
Mondstadt.
почему?
Should you get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it. The guards here, it seems
наступил
they're
день?
off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being? Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Но если задание архонтов, значит он и есть архонт. Так неинтересно.
Huh?
Куда? Куда? Сюда? Ага. Хитро придумано. Опа, опа. Так. Здесь можно собрать какие-нибудь книги. Ага. Ого! Это сложно. Он нас так видит, ведь. Что ж такое? Мне нравится стелс, но здесь как-то вас очень много, ребят. Для одного подвала, если честно. Ну нет, это оказалось проще, чем я думала. О, красотка! А может, это был красавица? Нет, это девушка. Все правильно. Бежим? Я не готова бежать.
What? Follow me.
Куда? Ай-яй-яй! Ку-ку-ку-ку! Да не люблю я вот это, вот это. Там сундук! Я запомню. Вниз? Зачем?
Master Diluc, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Наконец-то
Well, let's hope
ты
it all
появился
ends
в
soon.
сюжете. Я
We'd
знаю.
like a seat at your
Делюка нельзя, не знаю.
least conspicuous table.
Никак по-другому.
The
Я уже
second floor
впрашиваюсь
has
в этого
fewer
прекрасного
customers. You'd be
мужчину.
less
Я
conspicuous
хочу,
up there.
чтобы он у меня
But
был.
aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
Я знаю, я понял. Я слишком много перечитала про Кею и Делюка, поэтому... Да. Почему-то именно про них много почитала. Зачем оно мне надо было?
Master Diluc, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many guards?
Haven't you heard, Master Diluc? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Huh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my sellers.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master Diluc.
Откуда ты знаешь, в какую сторону они побежали? Скажи мне, это слишком подозрительно. Сказал бы, что я находился в таверне И все, я ничего не видел. Зачем вот это вот все? Опа, я прошу прощения, я вам тут потопчу немного.
Today I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay you. Well, with a performance.
It's not about money. You seem too young to be drinking.
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still... He is Master Diluc, the boss of... the owner of this tavern. He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one
О,
of my
вино из
favorites.
одуванчиков.
Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
I just heard about some thieves from the guards. For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the holy Lyre de Hamel. Even if you are fools. But we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is still out there.
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Hotshot? Oh, so it's you. So, you and the bard are close friends? Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Mondstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights. The Knights of Favonius. Inefficient right from beginning to end. And towards the Fatui, weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 Mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information. Why did you let me know?
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing. What say you, Master Diluc?
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
Разве не наоборот, если светлые волосы, то велика вероятность, что подозрения падут на Люмин, нежели на Венти? Странно. Зачем? Вы чего меня туда-сюда гоняете? С ума сошли. Зайти, выйти. Вот такое я терпеть не могу.
You're here.
А что я должна была сделать? Я вышла за дверь.
You're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify storm terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this storm terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the storm terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlanders so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't often get to work together after all.
Интересно, интересно. Ну, давайте спросим. Мне кажется, я совершила ошибку. В принципе, как обычно.
This is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Hamel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the Seven Nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, then the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the Seven Nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Погнали, погнали. Мы двигаемся по сюжету. И правильно,
Jean just said the
сидели
Fatui are
меня,
trying to take
а я
Dvalin's
опять
power for
выйти,
the
а потом опять попросят зайти.
I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend... Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Дайте мне мою, пожалуйста. А то все бегаю, да, бегу. Если нужен огонь, тогда...
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Где охранник? Где? О, сундук. Сундук. Его так спрятали, я бы его не нашла. Туда, что ли? хоть предупреждайте. Ты чего? Опа. Ага. О, ну я же говорю, он такой классный. Ой, ты куда-то в стену. Чего? Повернись ко мне, принцесса. Ого, вы в маске? Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Что это вы лишних скрываете? Так, я там вроде все... Ой, подальше, подальше, подальше. Вот так. Подождите, я сначала за сундуками.
No, no, no! Don't eat me! You're human? The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. How did you guys know the liar's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruins.
Почему у Дилюка маска такая же? Или у них
I don't
просто
know which
один
one of the
магазин
guards
масок
has
на
it,
всех?
but I'm sure you can find the guards and find out for yourselves.
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves. One of the 11 is already in Mondstadt. Signora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you dare say a word about me.
Знаем такую, знаем.
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11 goes by the name Senora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
Who are you? How'd you
Ой,
get
у
in
нас
here?
тоже маска есть. Понятно теперь, понятно.
Never heard of that association before. What are you lot doing here? That lie's way too obvious. You really haven't got anything better?
Нет, я вообще на тебя
And
хотела
just how do you
напасть сразу,
plan
но
to
тут,
borrow
оказывается, надо это поговорить было.
Think you can look down your nose at me, huh? The will of Snezhnaya is as solid as the permafrost. I will not yield.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Ты где? Ага, молодец, конечно.
Let me amuse
Steady as stone.
Ты где? А почему я дерусь с ней, если я разговаривала с другом? Ой, Дилюка какая-то кулька появилась. Почему я дралась с ней, если я должна не с ней была драться? Явно. С ней ничего. Там был другой стражник. Почему я с ней-то дралась? Надо тяжко с этими указателями. Где я? Я не понимаю. Вниз. Вверх. А, вот. Да где? Кто? Просто эти... Что это? Какая-то непонятная... Их надо убить и все.
Let it rain. Leave it all to me.
Давай. Все? Так. Серьезно? Вы мне дали редис?
But no key. Time to move on to another room.
Он зачем мне? У меня его очень много. Так, теперь наверх. Нет. Сюда. Вниз, что ли? Ай. Редис, морковь, вы серьезно?
Steady as stone. Seems like we've turned this room inside out, but no key. Time to move on to another room. There's one room left that we haven't tried. Surely the key must be in there.
Ой-ой-ой, чуть не уронила. Где его нашел? Это другой стражник. Да поговори со мной.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Did you already beat all the other guards? What? I'm not scared of you. A debt collector will come to my aid. Fine. Not like I have a choice anyway. All right. You're free to go. I have the key here. You can head in from the hall outside, but don't tell anyone that it was me who gave you the key.
Someone needs assistance.
Where did you rats scurry out from?
Кто?
Señora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs.
Кто?
So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself.
Принять его ульту. Это ты. Я тебя терпеть не могу. Я как-то с ним встречалась, и я его вроде бы... Да, я его вроде как и любила, но мне не нравится.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Ого! Это Феникс был? Ты куда ты делся? Тебе пару раз ударили.
Finally, the liar is back in safe hands. Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Señora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Ну и все. А куда выходить-то?
welcome back. This is the Holy Lyre. You managed to retrieve it. The pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too. The memories.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal power has run dry. In this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's tavern with it.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it.
Ой, я
The
с
lyre
ними за
itself is
компанию.
fine, but the strings. You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animo power has greatly diminished. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the Holy Lyre. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the Holy Lyre.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be great if we could get more tears. I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying, suffering alone in some deserted place.
Dvalin.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize the rest of the knights to assist. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting! Let me come up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just sing?
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard.
Бродяжка. Ну ладно.
This search reminds me of a...
Ой, вот ты мне мешаешься, пацан. Пока.
Six months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Где ты?
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой, как далеко. Ну, мы отсюда пойдем. Ой, прошу прощения. Так, телепорт. Я что, зря все это открывала, что ли?
Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo god's breath.
Relics come in every
Ой-ой-ой.
shape and form, huh?
Это
Anyone
страшно.
with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as
Ну
well.
куда ты
They've
стреляешь?
made tons of counterfeits and can be found everywhere.
Я вот за это
In
немножко
response,
не
I
люблю.
just bought every one I could find,
Oh, no.
irrespective of its authenticity.
Эмбер.
We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you guys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake.
Мне очень
Once you're
нравится.
done, find me at the winery.
О!
I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
Я его уже побеждала. Дядя.
Time to clean up.
Я когда в первый раз увидела эту машину, это была жуть. Я очень испугалась, если честно.
Eyes on me!
Надо было поменять Эмбер. Ужасный прицел. А вот у него прекрасный прицел.
Leave it all to me. Stand clear.
Ну, вроде терпеть не могу, помогите, страшно.
Not so hard!
Давай, залезай скорее. Давай, давай.
Steady as stone.
Давай, давай, давай. Чуть-чуть осталось. Давай. Он сейчас очнется ведь. Уже нет.
The more of the
Paimon didn't think we'd find the volunteers in a place like this.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow! Very impressive.
In my experience, the secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place. Don't think too much about...
О, это куда? О! Это я могу. Тут близко.
What?
Выше?
Don't worry about it too much. The more flustered you become, the less likely you...
Ну да, я же не смогла бы тогда переместиться. Это надо сейчас пройти? Ну ладно, лед так лед, у меня со льдом только а то просто у меня, конечно, Бэйдоу хорошо справляется, но на всякий случай подкрепление в виде Кей. Кстати, сейчас мне как-то поприятнее стало им играть. И, в принципе, я как-то спокойно стала к нему относиться. Он даже мне начал нравиться.
I must leave no stone unturned.
wretches!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Cool it! Dodge this!
Да почему? Что там происходит? Там что-то дует? Я просто немножечко не вижу. Ага. Ну ладно, главное собрала, теперь долетим окончательно. Не, ну там даже что-то я не собрала, но я не хочу уже собрать. Давай. Сюда. Куда? А как? А, он не едет. Ладно. Главное просто не упасть. Главное не упасть. Куда мне везут? Меня подвозят. Куда? Чуть не уронил ее.
So sorry.
Swirl, Mark 2.
Leave it all to me.
Cool it.
As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
Freeze.
Power that
Stand it right, Sean!
We're done gathering. That was hard.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror. Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
This is how it must be. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Я, конечно, не по-тихому, но меня тоже никто не заметил.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
О, наверное, на винокурню. Ща. Давайте лучше отсюда. Без разницы, ладно.
Oh dear.
О, какой
Everyone's laundry
кошмар.
is still on the line. May I be excused to fetch it
Мне
in?
это прям казалось, когда вот такая вот буря. И здесь прям некомфортно становится, мягко говоря. Ну, не прям страшно, конечно, потому что сама по себе игра милая. Но не очень комфортно, когда эта штука ударяет рядом. Ну, вот так раз. Мне просто очень нравится способ перемещения. Он такой прям отличается ото всех. Поэтому мне очень нравится. А где Джин? Он может внутри? И вам так всем спокойно тут, что ли?
Woohoo! Dvalin Protection Squad, assemble!
Let's put our crystals together. Oh. The color of these crystals looks muddy. Dvalin, you're going through so much pain. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, traveler.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Interesting.
Да,
It's like
вам нормально,
filtering
что
wine.
вы как бы
The
это
process
делаете при
is
людях.
refreshing.
Вон, я так понимаю,
I
горничные
think we should have
стоят.
enough tears now. So next we... use the crystals on the holy lyre like last time.
It worked!
It seems completely different from before.
The lyre's animo power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail. Perhaps here at the winery?
If the winery was destroyed, it's not something I couldn't eventually fix. But I'd still rather not go through the hassle.
The wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away. It's never going to work if the air is too dry or suffocating.
Paimon understands. Sea or high places, right? Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
If you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach we were on when you told Paimon about your sister?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right, let's do it there.
Very well. Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am!
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
О, 27-й. Классно. Это куда? О, мы сейчас отсюда пойдем.
One need not scry to know today's weather will be good. With rain this heavy, the stars are fading.
Прошу меня простить. Прошу меня простить, моя дорогая. Я честно, я не рассчитала. Надо было просто ползти. Это он уже играет? Так, нам надо туда. Еще выше, что ли? Вот так. Дай. Еще выше. Где? Вот где? Эта штука. Нет ее тут. Сейчас вот так сделаем. Ну вот я слепая, я не вижу, где эта штука может быть. Еще выше? Куда выше? Дайте я ее нарву, пожалуйста. То где я потом? Я что, за ней пойду, что ли? Чего говоришь?
Everyone is finally here.
What a view!
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the better. Mondstadt has really been going through so much recently.
Huh. In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song. I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Вы хотите сказать, что вот 4 вас как бы собралось для того, чтобы драться с драконом?
The best wandering bard of the mortal world shall begin my performance with the holy lyre.
Можно было еще как минимум позвать Кею и Эмбер. Так, молчим. О, какая прелесть!
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
We are communicating. Huh?
No! Don't get bored!
Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Barbatos!
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on you.
You were planning this all along to have me slain by them.
No, listen to me!
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your pathetic selves, watch the world tremble with fear.
Dvalin.
Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
No. We should make that Abyss Mage pay first. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
Diluc. Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Mondstadt in his own way.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not go unpunished.
Может, это, конечно, сложности перевода, но они мне кажутся такими бессмысленными, какими-то нелепыми. Итер? Не понял.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns.
Чего?
Our homeland returns to this world. We shall revel in its glory.
Дяденька, вы что-то попутали. Куда? В смысле? Ничего не понял. Ой, зачем я это сделала? Скажите мне, пожалуйста. Вы скажите мне на милость. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Ничего не успеваю. Подождите. Я, конечно, ей не играю, но пусть будет. Так, сначала сейчас идем к Дилюку, где он? Он опять не там, где надо. Тогда, если Итер у нас злодей, но если была альтернатива, то тогда я видела, как выглядит темная люмина, или как ее там называют. Вот она классно смотрелась, а Итеру как-то это не идет. Он как солнышко какое-то. А сейчас у него какое-то нелепое выражение лица было. Не гордое, а как будто непонятный какой-то. Это не то. Надо было все-таки выбирать Итера. Ну да ладно. Почему они все тут стоят?
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados's wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Someone needs assistance.
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's lair? Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls, but it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the Abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
I'll catch up. It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have. I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait. What is that?
Чего-чего? Где что?
Enemy attack!
Я
Prepare
их только
yourselves!
что всех собрала. Ой, какой
The
кошмар.
stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Delved into destiny.
To ashes!
Let me scribe. Shadows of fate. Fate is upon you.
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. They're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened! You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Pyro wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point.
Дайте угадаю, мы будем драться с драконом.
It's stuck.
Может быть, не сейчас, но чуть-чуть попозже. Ну, скорее всего, сейчас. Не пройти.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
О, мы сейчас будем летать.
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be Abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent? Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Look, a wind current! It might lead us to the top of the tower. Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request. All in a day's work.
We can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a point.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. I missed a spot. Steady as stone. As a good knight should. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. I must leave no stone unturned.
more the merrier. First round's on me.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
Power that never touched on!
Enhanced Dynamo Module 70... Leave it all to me!
All in a day's work.
catch up. Steady as stone. It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. What? More and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Written in the stars. Delved into destiny.
I must leave no stone unturned. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. I'll catch up. Shadows of fate. It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master D-Luke accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Jean, responsibility perhaps. What about the tone-deaf bard?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
О, попала, я попала, попала, я попала. Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой. Ну и что тут можно еще? Погнали. Я думаю, наверное, взять Эмбер, у нее уровень побольше.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Я просто не знаю, что тут сейчас может быть. Поэтому я не знаю, кого надо брать.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots. Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. Extract and condense the pure animal from the shocks being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Shatter the condensed animo orbs to create acceleration currents. I know it's hard to tell amidst the barrage of bullets, but this is the only way.
Победила, что ли? Мы его убили, но я надеюсь, что нет. Мощно. Как я его должна победить?
Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Yeah. Yahoo! This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Eyes on me!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Yeah. Brace yourselves. Yeah, let's play. Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves. Yeah.
This place is gonna collapse!
О, он же спас. Это, конечно, удивительно, вообще ни за что не держаться и так спокойно это лежать на
It's been a
драконе.
while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
Это слишком шикарно, вы чё?
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
Как это прекрасно, это так круто, что они его не убили, а именно исцелили, можно сказать. 1 день спустя. Что? Очень долгий день. Заходил вчера. Давай.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant. Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin. You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider. You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time? Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak. Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt? While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back. Oh yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps. Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now. Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of the woods yet. Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it. They've taken over the Hilly Churls? Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too. That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis. There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry? You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time. Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick. Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. I will not disappoint you.
А за что я ее получила? Ну, теперь у меня есть Барбара.
Ta-da! Barbara's here.
Here we go. This is it. Crisis, danger, the thrill of adventure. Adventurers Guild! Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over! The age of adventure is upon us! Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech? Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed. I cannot imagine a world without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
Ой, не то, мне Грейс нужна.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the Four Winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
О, Кея.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
Ты чё? Не грусти, пацан.
Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake.
Я тебя
To
заметила.
bask in the presence of
Сразу.
Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain
Да
Kaya.
тут какие-то несладкие вещи. Мне кажется, он как будто
Nonsense.
обиделся.
I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order, they are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call him Now. I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she
Ну,
notices me.
невероятно красивый глаз, просто шикарный. Я почему-то думал, что он прям чисто
One minute I
голубой,
see
но он не
Kaya,
голубой
the
у
next he
него, он
slipped
прям
away.
вот как
Clear
лед.
sign of a guilty conscience. I agree. He sets a terrible example for someone who's cavalry captain. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please.
С морковкой, она реально зайчик. Давай, где ты? За какой стол садимся-то? Ой, прошу прощения, я тут это немного хулиганю.
So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about her brother.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets
Ну как
cold.
хорошо, что этими персонажами можно играть, иначе к ним быстро привязываешься. Эмбер мне прям очень нравится,
That
такая
was
милая.
good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You could always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Что тут? Новый персонаж. Зачем мне повышать уровень? Она мне не нужна. Так. Куда иду? Иди давай.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
May the Animo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's just... it's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The the church has always received special funding. The Holy Liar! Oh, Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone-deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
О, это как ее записывала. Сеньора, я помню. Этот момент не попадался, поэтому...
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard.
Ну, шикарная женщина, шикарная.
Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
А что это такое? Что она из него это вытащила? Или она сорвала это с шеи?
We have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive.
Ну, вот эти
Leave
девушки
nothing for
тоже
them to
невероятно
find.
шикарные просто.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I wouldn't say he's alright, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient, but he just said it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
Я не понимаю, что такое сердце Бога. Это что? Он что-то от этого потерял?
wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it,
Снежная.
strength surpassing
Снежная.
that of
Он так это произносит. Снежная.
Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7, the Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well, but I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye! We're going!
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the Dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Ура, ура, ура. Нет, это потом. Это опять прокачивать. Ой, подождите, я не успеваю. Сначала заберем награды. Ох. Что я хотела сделать-то? Что тут?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
La da 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 da. A dance from Bar.
Я только ради вот этого это
I
сделала.
wonder when I'll be as
Так.
tall as my big sister.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Может быть, в следующий раз мы пройдемся по заданиям легенд. На некоторые посмотрим. А
Whenever
сейчас
you need me.
мы сделаем хотя бы один разочек.
I'll be there.
Может быть, хоть кого-нибудь. Прям молю всем богам, каким только можно. Потому что персонажи мне давно не выпадали. Вот только сейчас я получила Барбару. Она новенькая, все. Больше никто. И это очень грустно и печально. О, что это? Что это? Кто это? Что это? Да! Да, да, я его хотела. Я крутила ради него. Мне не нужен был Тарталия, потому что сейчас он мне был не нужен. Я хотела Хейдзо. О, господи, я так счастлива. Спасибо тебе, спасибо. Спасибо, что ты ко мне прилетел, мой дорогой. Ну что может быть лучше? Так, вот, все. Сейчас мы это купить не будем, вот здесь. Как раз. Я хочу цици. Моночка у меня есть уже. Кицен не очень хочу. Хочу цици. Потому что мне нужен кто-нибудь еще обладающий силой Крио, помимо это, как его, Кей. Ну ладно, один раз покрутим. Я не могу просто их копить. Мне нереально. Я не умею. То есть вообще никак. Вот. Теперь у нас есть вот эта прелесть. Ну, прелесть. Классный. Потому что мне в тестовом забеге понравился именно он. Им было очень легко играть. И поэтому мне захотелось, чтобы выпал именно он. И так и получилось. Ну и отлично. Поэтому на этом мы закончим. Спасибо за просмотр. Пока.